What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Minecraft. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's weekend was good. Hope everyone is living the dream. I know I am. I'm having a lot of fun playing Minecraft right now. It's really pushing my creativity, and I'm really liking it. So today we are going to complete kind of what we were working on last episode. So like I said, we didn't really finish the interior, and I don't think we're actually going to finish it today because, again, these have to, the angle, these are sea lanterns, and we don't have those currently. So we're going to make sure and get this super smelter hooked up, and then the interior is going to kind of be a process as we get the materials that we need to complete the build. Now, if I hop down here, you'll see that I've already actually done some work. And I did this because I had to make sure that it was, I pre-built it in a creative world, and then I wanted to make sure it was going to work in the space. The space is actually bigger than it was. We definitely needed to dig out more space, that's for sure. But this side is completely set up. So let me try to explain it to you here. So these hoppers here, as you can see, it takes both hoppers from the chest up there, splits them. One side goes to here, which is hooked to this hopper minecart. Then this whole system here will either wait until there are no more items in the hopper right here, or that this hopper minecart is full, and then it will release it'll pull this piston back, releasing the minecart, and the minecart will go up, depositing one item in every hopper, hit this side, come back, deposit one item in every hopper. So the point of this is not to have one item smelted as we're putting another one in. It's basically just to spread out the items enough. We have 10 furnaces on each side, so total we have 20 furnaces working at any time during this super smelter process. So I'm not really worried about items stacking up as much as just making sure they are evenly deposited. That's the big thing I'm trying to focus on and kind of make sure that it happens. So this is the depositing system here. These hoppers here are going to be the fueling system, which is not exactly in yet, but is in the process of being put in. As you can see, all the hoppers are here. So again, there's going to be another hopper minecart running up and down here, depositing coal or coal blocks, whatever we're using at the time. And then if we hop down here, you can see these hoppers here. These are the hoppers that will be pulling out stone or anything from the furnaces, anything that we're smelting, and it will actually be pushing it into a dropper elevator that's going to go right here, all the way up there for the chest. So realistically, we'll be able to input and have the output up there. We will never have to come down here. And right here, this hopper right here, which is gonna have to be kind of repositioned, is the fuel hopper. So all the fuel will be inputted here, and I think that system is actually gonna be down below, and then it's gonna shoot up onto here. So because I went ahead and finished this side here, I want to go ahead and build this contraption on the other side so that you can kind of see the process and how it actually works. If that's okay with you. All right, so that goes there. Oops. Right. Cool. So basically this right here, this detector will always have this powered, which is what we want. Now we're also going to dig this way a bit. Go like this. And then that's gonna go there. We're gonna have one of those there. we're gonna put we're gonna put a redstone torch, and then this will go there. Perfect. And this is the piston that's going to hold the fence gate, the fence that's going to hold the minecart there for us. We're then going to have to come on over here and kind of do it. It might block the entrance and exit, which is fine. Not too worried about it right now. We will figure something out. So then this goes here. Then this was going to go comparator here. Ooh, goes this way. There we go. And we're going to need another redstone torch. And then we're going to need the last sticky piston we have here. Whoops, that was not my best moment. That's fine. Yes, so I know it's always riveting building on camera with me, especially when there's redstone involved. Yes, okay. Perfect. So that is now all actually officially set up. So this whole section now should be working. Again, we will have to test it. And there is one part I need to check on here. Is nice. The llama is down here with us. It's great. So from here, we need to go there and there. And go like this, and then go like this. Perfect. Okay. Sweet. Now we don't need this block here. We don't need this block here, and we don't need these blocks. Perfect. All right. So that whole system is now working. And to actually explain kind of how it works, I'm going to use this side because this side is more exposed towards us. So these comparators here are comparing the signal strength of this hopper minecart. So when it gets high enough, it will pass through this block, or when it gets to a certain point, it'll pass through this block. And then this comparator back here, the one with the lever attached to it, is comparing. So it's comparing the signal strength between the lever and this. So when it reaches the same level, so when this minecart it's basically full. I think it's like it's missing 5 items when it gives out that power. It depowers the torch above it, pulls this block back, which depowers this, and it pulls this back, and that will let the minecart go. So that allows it to go when it's full. Also, this comparator, if there's anything in the hopper, this comparator on, and it turns it off so that it makes sure that everything, it stays while it has to and all that stuff. I know, a little bit confusing, but it is just a simple minecart filling up system. And the reason we have to use this one and not like another one is because this one has that mode where it senses that the minecart is full. Some of them don't actually do that, which is fine, but in this system, when we know that we'll be doing bulk things, like we'll be putting a lot of like materials in it, we can just like dump, because we have that double chest, we'll be able just to dump everything in it. We want a system to know when the minecart itself is full, so that we don't have to worry about the minecart just never going, because that's what would usually happen. And then on this, we're just going to make sure that it can make it back and forth, and then perfect. It has now set itself, so now both sides are now active in means of the furnaces, which is great. So I'm going to take some time off camera now that we have both of the drop-off systems complete. I'm going to take some time and set up the fuel system, because even to test this, we're going to need fuel. So I want to set up that fuel system. And it's basically just another one of these. So I will bring you back when I have the fuel system all kind of set up and situated. All right, here we are back, and the fuel system is now fully set up. You can see here we have the hopper train coming down and around just like that. We have the launching contraption tucked into the wall. We have all the tracks laid here. If we come in here and if we go like this, we can see the minecart will go all the way over there and then come all the way back. Perfect. So that checks out. We also went ahead and added the bottom hoppers, so the hoppers that will pull out the materials that are being smelted, and they're coming into this part right here. So right here is going to be the start of our dropper elevator. Now currently I don't have any droppers, so I am going to go have to make some, but I'm actually going to bring you back while we're building it so you can kind of see how a dropper elevator works, because I mean, I can't honestly say that I completely know how they work, but they're pretty simple to build and pretty easy to make. So yeah, so I will bring you back in just a couple seconds here while I go get some hoppers. All right, be right back. Okay. So we are back and we are ready to get this dropper elevator started. All right, so first you're gonna need droppers all the way to where the chest is going to be sitting, which is there. So that's perfect. We're actually gonna have to get rid of this chest too, just for a bit, and then we're gonna head back down into this area. And then we're gonna get up here like this, and then we're gonna need our observers. So the first observer is gonna go here. Gonna need to dig out a little bit of space here. That's okay, that's okay. Whoops. So this observer is gonna have to go like that. Perfect. And then we're gonna need observers going all the way to the surface here. So this is the we'll just have to kind of work around this right now. So the chest is going to go here, but we're going to have to kind of figure out we're going to cover this up. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but the only real like item elevator dropper elevator I could find that kind of would work for this situation also just took up like 3 spaces like this one. So it's just something that we're gonna have to deal with, which is okay. I'm not too worried about it. It should work perfectly fine. We're gonna have a comparator coming out of the dropper, and then we are going to need some redstone like this. We're gonna have a redstone repeater right there, and then we're gonna, of course, my inventory is trashed right now. Like this. Perfect. Bingo. And then we're going to need an observer there. The one bad thing I don't like about the mechanic of Minecraft is the placing mechanic. It seems to always work well, except for a few items, and observers just seem to be one of those items where it just never really works like you want it to, which I guess is fine if you're working in that kind of situation. So let's go ahead and try this out. Whoops. So oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. I'll say it again. I'm so stupid. If you're wondering why this wasn't working, it is because I've been placing the observers the wrong direction this entire time. Because I was wondering why. So, oh, and of course, see, this is what I mean. It's just like the observers seem to be so picky on how you place it, which is like, I guess is good because you're giving us like what? Okay, that should be right. Okay, here we go. We're starting to get places. Oops, I missed one. Story of my life. Now I'm starting to place the wrong blocks. Things are going swimmingly, if you can't tell. Okay. Then you should be able to get rid of that. Why are you stuck in there? What is happening? I don't understand why. Okay, now I think it's working. Like I said, redstone with me is always an adventure. And then we're gonna go ahead and put the chest back here. Gonna replace this, which goes this direction. And then just for right now, we'll replace that. Okay. Now, after that debacle that we finally got figured out, I am going to load up the, I'm gonna put some fuel in it real quick. And then I'm gonna throw in this clay that we're still kind of waiting for it to be ready. So I'm gonna grab the coal that I have, the rest of the coal that I have, and we will kind of watch it do its thing. All right, so here we are. We're about to initiate the first test here, and that is the test of seeing this work. We're also gonna drop off all of that stuff. Sweet. Okay. Okay, so some of them will already have stone in them, which is fine, but currently fuel is being distributed. I'm actually okay with it leaving with just like 1 or 2. That's fine with me. So this will keep going until all of that coal that I wanted in was evenly distributed. So now the real test is this. Grabbing, oh, I'm gonna go for a swim. That's fine. I really wanted to swim. So the real test is actually inputting items into the system for the first time. Am I nervous? A little bit, but that's okay. So let's kind of go make sure everything is working here. There's really no good way to view the system now that everything is hooked up. Okay, cool. You're distributing clay. That's perfect. Each one is getting clay. Perfect. All right. And then this should be pushing bricks up to the surface now. So far everything and all the, okay, so all the coal has already been distributed. So this should now be fully operational. We should be getting bricks in the chest here. And we are. I don't understand. Okay, so that's a little bit of a hiccup in the system. Why is it doing that? I don't understand why this one is kind of like running. It's delayed. I think it's just because the system is moving too fast, I guess. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Okay, well, so besides that, everything is working properly. So I will look into that, which is fine. But everything else should be working great. The fuel should be stopped. These, let's see, have about 17 in them. These are keeping up down here, which is nice. That's kind of what we're looking for. And it looks like they've finally distributed their last of the clay because they're not going anymore. And that is what we want. Sweet. I'm actually pretty happy with how this test run went. Even though there was a minor hiccup with the dropper up at the top, we'll figure that out and all that stuff. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed watching the Super Smelter come to life. I know it probably was a little confusing on how everything works and everything, but truthfully, there are a lot of really good tutorials out there on how to build the certain aspects of these. Like the Minecraft filling system, and then the Super Smelter in and of itself is kind of self-explanatory, and then the dropper elevator. You can also find tutorials if you couldn't follow along with my discombobulated way of doing it. But again, I will see you on Friday with another Tower 3D Pro episode. Look forward to that. We are in Philadelphia this week. On Tower 3D Pro, so that's exciting. But again, I will see you on Friday. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I will see you on Friday. Bye, guys.